And we're off to the races. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super delighted because each week or each day almost, it seems, I record a new segment. And of course, it takes them anywhere between 3 or 4 for them to crank them out. Literally, they're cranking them like in the olden days. Kidding. My producers get them ready almost immediately. And it's just a matter of waiting, right? It's all methodically done. So one goes first and then the other and whatnot. So try to every 3 days bring out a new one. That said, my next guest that I have, I'm really, really excited because this lady, she's fantastic, phenomenal, wears a lot of different hats. She lives in Temecula Wine Country. It's what I call it. It's a great place to be, a great place to live in sunny SoCal. So I'm really delighted to hear all about how her 4th of July went. I'm chomping at the bit to talk to her. You guys, she's a Navy wife. And she has a wonderful Airbnb. She's going to tell us all about it like none other you've ever heard of. She also owns a photography company, as it were. She does a wedding planning, sort of photography and planning and everything that entails. We're going to hear all about that. I am beyond excited to have Miss Cheri Darling to the show.
Thank you so much. All of your energy is definitely felt and appreciated, King. Thank you.
You're so sweet. I'm very happy. I love your get up, the gear and everything.
Yes, we are in wine country. I have to represent, don't I?
Absolutely. And you know, how just tell me, how cold is it there?
Oh, it's just fabulous. Just the temperature is just amazing. And it's like this all the time. You know, it gets a little cooler at night, but no one's worried about that.
I love it. Because over here in Woodland Hills, it's a whopping 98, I gotta say. Yeah. So that's why I usually say, how cold is it?
Well, Woodland Hills is 98, then we're probably 108. But we have these weird things called air conditioners. So, you know, I'm not really worried about the temperature, but it's just beautiful. And I can't say anything negative about Southern California. So
no, it's the best place ever to be. Cheri, I'm excited to hear all about your stories. So we're going to kind of peel at the layers little by little. And then if there's not enough time, we'll definitely have a part 2. So
awesome.
You're open to that. Okay. Well, let's get started. Cheri, take us back to like what was the whole spark that inspired you to create this the Tata Darling.
Well, so essentially, I'm into wellness. That's what I'm really into. Wellness in terms of just letting everyone know that our bodies are designed to heal themselves. And so when wellness was my priority, it was actually going to be a wellness spa. So it was starting off as the ultimate tea and spa experience where you'd have wonderful teas, you'd have Zen-like music and enjoy each other's company. And then I wanted to broaden it out a little bit more to welcome people that wanted to experience wine country and experience the spa type environment. So I just said, what if an Airbnb and a spa had a baby? It would be called Tata Darling.
Nice. Oh my God. So this is fantastic. I mean, what a beautiful thing. And let's hear all about it. I mean, you're a Navy wife, a military spouse.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and you know, it was
thank him for his service.
Thank you for recognizing, because military families do have a huge burden to carry. And while our servicemen are out working and protecting the country, there's someone at home that has to hold down the fort. And that would be the military spouses.
That's right.
I really wanted to give back to the military community and let them know that I understand what it's like when your husband goes on deployment and you have to kind of find a way to reconnect and let them have their space back into the home. And so I wanted to be able to have a space where military families could come. Maybe they have a newborn and they don't want to leave their newborn with someone else. So at Tata Darling, because of the way the layout of the home is, mom can have a spa treatment with red light therapy, and dad can watch the kids, or they can watch Lion King in the living room, and mom and dad can watch Lion King 2 in the bedroom.
Yes.
I love it.
It's quite amazing. So it's more of the whole place is like a sanctuary, as it
Yes.
were, right?
Yes, yes.
And
And
mhm,
yes, in
go ahead.
fact, the people that visit Tata Darling, like I've had 6 guests because we just opened up. I've had 6 guests, and every single one, yay,
I'm
every
so
single
excited. I
guest
want to
used the
go.
word peaceful and serenity and serene. And that's the expectation that I have. So I have salt lamps
Serenity.
throughout the space. We have a beautiful, majestic mountain. We have Lake Skinner less than 10 minutes away. So if you really want to really feel the space, this is such a beautiful location because right across the street, there's a beautiful scenic walking trail. There's a park. You can walk up this mountain in 10 minutes and see the entire world, it looks like. So we have hot air balloons. We just had that beautiful balloon and wine festival right there at Lake
Right,
Skinner.
right.
So I'm very proud of this space, and you can tell that when you walk in, the details that I want you to understand where you are, wherever room you're in, you know you're in wine country.
That is fantastic. It almost feels like a thematic kind of everything. There's like a theme to it, but
Absolutely.
it all engulfs the whole relaxation thing,
Yes.
serenity, as it were. Like
Yes.
you
That's
just been
exactly
saying.
what it is.
That's beautiful. And then, of course, you want become one with nature because nature's right out your door, right outside the door.
Yes.
So,
And that's really the biggest piece because when I realized a lot of people haven't visited the wineries, in fact, I just secured 2 really great partnerships, one with Fazeli Cellars, hi, and also Altissima Winery. And I
oh,
just wanted
beautiful.
to say they are Tata Darling approved because the food is fabulous. A lot of times people say, I don't drink wine. And you don't have to drink wine just because you go to the winery. You can enjoy the scenery, all the beautiful vineyards. It's immaculately decorated, and the food is fabulous. And
That's right. There's
there's
food.
over 40 wineries on this street.
That is insanity. Like it's such a great incentive to go out there. I mean,
Yes.
I want to go don't want to go do the Tata Spa, to be honest with you.
Yes,
Now, is this
absolutely.
open for not just military? Let's point that out, right? This
Absolutely.
is this was meant.
Anyone can experience the Tata Darling experience. In fact, like here, I brought some little items here that you could take a look at. So this is just a mobile red light therapy. I don't even know if you can see it, but it's mobile red light
Yeah.
therapy. What we have here, and this is really great for military because this, and we didn't even talk about this, but this is called Alpha STEM. And right now, when you're meditating, for people that meditate, right now, you and I,
Yeah.
we're in beta state. Our brains are working, we're thinking, we're laughing, having a good time. But when you meditate and when you want to get to that Zen space, you want to go to alpha state. You want to center your mind and be quiet and just hear the birds. And so this is like FDA approved. So this is actually a medical grade device, and really just clipping them on your ears like so. And then
Sure.
we have aromatherapy, and you're just sitting here quietly.
Is
Because
there a
sometimes
massage?
people just
Can you get
want
massage
that.
therapy? Sorry to cut in. Is there a massage therapy available?
Well, we actually are partnered with some massage therapists, so we
Good.
can offer those. We actually have
Fantastic.
a great facial person here. Her name is,
I
we
need a
call her
facial.
Mocha Mama,
My
and
wife
she
does.
does really fantastic facials. We have a person that does essential oil rain massage.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
outrageous. Her
Yeah.
name is Christina Schillinger. So we have all of these beautiful partnerships. And then we have one lady who, her name is Erica, and she has a Zen product. And she works with professional athletes. And she gave me some samples because my kids are athletes. And I'll just tell you, I had women can appreciate this. I actually had stomach cramps, and I said, "What if I just put a little bit right here?" And it took the
Yeah.
pain away. So these
Beautiful.
are different things that I want to share with people. Like even here we have now this is interesting because this is called a fascia blaster, and it's created by Ashley Black. And I have
Okay.
them in all sizes. She have them tiny ones for the face, and people
Nice.
can use these. And really, once you realize that our entire body is lined with fascia and
Mm-hmm.
it's wrinkled, so that causes cellulite. So once we can exercise, eat healthy, and kind of iron out those wrinkles or iron
Sure.
out this, it's just really a great tool. So a lot of people don't understand And that's what I'm here for. I really just want people to know that we can look fabulous at any age, and we just have to believe we can be fabulous.
That's right. It starts in your brain. It starts inside your heart, really.
Yes,
At the
yes,
core. Let me
absolutely.
ask you something. So let's walk us through, like, I mean, because you had to have had a clear vision that sparked in your brain, and in the recesses of your mind, and then decided, let's put this in motion. Little by little, things start, sort of, the chips start falling where they do, and then you somehow have this magical kingdom, as it were. What would a guest experience from the moment they arrive?
Well,
I'm your guest. I come to your house,
okay.
okay, and then I knock.
Okay.
Say,
So
hello,
so
it's me.
basically what you'll experience is, first, when you come to this
Sure.
area, it's a new community. So the
Right.
home that I live in actually is a model home. And when I went into the home, I said, God, one day I'll have a house like this. And my spirit, I heard it clearly. And I heard, why not now? Well, I'm living in that house right now. And
Wow.
so, such a beautiful space. Thank you for that. And once you start to rewire your brain, and that's a shout out to Dr. Joe Dispenza, once we start telling ourselves things are going to work out, what happens? They work out.
They do. It's everything starts manifesting right before your eyes, quite literally.
I love it. Yes.
Okay, and then you walk in, and
you walk in. So, Race, basically, first of all, you have to walk up this really long driveway. You have to try not to see this majestic mountain in front. But when you walk up the driveway, you'll be greeted by lavender, and you'll be greeted by rosemary. And so you're going to smell that fragrance when you walk up. So it looks like bushes, but they're rosemary. So grab a couple when you come by. And then you walk to the right side, and then your entrance to the Airbnb, you punch in your code like most people. But when you open it, what you're opening it to is you're going to see marble-like concrete floors. You're going to see an emerald green sofa and royal blue chairs, right? So and so I took time to get the really thick cushions. So when you come out of the shower, your feet are going to sink in just a little bit on the cushions, and just really high quality linens and towels. And I put fresh roses in the space. So when you come in, you're going to say, wait a minute, these roses are not real. They are.
So it's got like kind of in line, also aligned with feng shui, right? It's got
absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up, because all of our guests will have the opportunity, from their vantage point, they can sit in the Tata Darling space and watch the sun rise over the most beautiful mountain. I mean, it takes your breath away. And I'm just saying, my house faces east and it sets in the west. So I'm looking at a beautiful sunset over not Tanaja Falls, it's Santa Rosa Plateau.
Okay.
And you have all these beautiful trails. Of course, you have the casinos if you like a little excitement, but it's just a really spectacular space to be in. I'm just so grateful.
I'm already grateful just listening to you. It's already therapeutic, just so you know.
Yes. And you know what else we have? I want to show
Tell
you.
me.
This is for you. So you're going to have to let me know where to send this to. But this is a Tata Darling shirt, and our guests get these. And if you'll notice, there's a heart here, and a heart represents the union between heaven and earth. And I actually have a heart statue in the Airbnb. So right here, you'll see this huge mountain. That's reflective of the mountain you can see from the Airbnb. And right here are the vineyards, and right there, Lake Skinner, and then the air balloons, the hot air balloons. You can see those when it's magical. And
meticulously done and very intentional. Good job.
Yes, absolutely. So this is yours.
Okay.
And then also I have I wanted to show, well, this is my sound bowl, and we'll talk about that later. But this is Normatec. And if you guys have ever heard of anyone named LeBron James or Steph Curry, those guys, they use Normatec leg compression therapy to help with recovery. So this equipment is available for you. So why just go to the Airbnb and watch television? Why not give yourself a spa treatment before you go to the wedding, before you go to the winery? Get some red light therapy and really boost all the wellness that you can. And so that really is the dream. The dream is, as a photographer, you come into my space, you make it your space.
And then you also take photos. I like the segue. Let's talk about your photography a little.
And
Okay.
my goal is to, and I spoke with some
Hmm.
people at some of the different wineries, and one of
There.
the ladies told me that her daughter is getting married next year. And she told me this after I told her my vision, that I want to have someone who's getting married or celebrating. They come to Tata Darling. I pamper them. We're doing red light therapy. We're doing the alpha stem. We're doing leg compression therapy. And then we're going to do your photo shoot. And then I'm going to
Ah,
follow you to the
beautiful.
wedding and do your photography, because I do event photography. So if you look at any of my reels, it's fantastic music, it's energy. Someone may have their eyes closed, but I like their energy in the picture. Some of the pictures may be blurred because there's movement. You know, it's artistic, and so it's really an experience. I don't normally
Yeah.
just pose people. I want to see what you look like after the pose. When you walk away and you're looking at each other. You know, I want that.
Interesting. Yeah. So you're really all about getting that natural, organic
Yes.
kind of a vantage point. That's what that is.
Yes. Yes.
Organic, where you're not, posing. So it's not literally like forced upon or
Right.
contrived.
Right.
Let's go back to red light therapy. This is the second time I have somebody, or maybe quite possibly the third person guest I have that deals with red light therapy. Could you once again remind me red light therapy, how it works, the components
Well,
and things that are
sure.
that
Sure.
are
So
helpful
it's
to the body?
non-invasive. It's
Okay.
non-invasive. So
Okay.
you're essentially laying under a light. Now this is my mobile one, but I actually have one that you'll lay comfortably and whatever makes you comfortable, but you know, wherever the light touches, you're going to heal. So you do with that what you need to do with. And so you're laying under this red light therapy, and it's warm, and it's not hot, and it feels like your body is being healed because it's boosting your immunity. It helps with, and I'll let you do your own research, but the
Okay.
basics is people think it's just to help for skin. So if someone's having eczema or any kind of outbreak, I'm not giving
Okay.
any medical advice. I'm simply saying that Google red light therapy benefits, see
Mhm.
if it's something that you can use. And then recently there was talking about it's helping with different mental illnesses. And I don't want to
Good.
say it, but
Good.
a lot of people are dealing with a disease that begins with the letter A. And
A
you know,
lot.
memory and things like that. So I just want to provide a space that's a sanctuary that people go, I'm glad I came there. I feel renewed. I feel rejoiced. I feel empowered. And that's the space that I wanted to create for the people at Tata Darling.
Wow, Cheri Darling, you are very impactful. Your words, they resonate with me. I also dabbled many years ago in massage therapy. I was a
Yes.
massage therapist many moons ago and worked with different artists and people of that sort. But I gotta tell you, it's very infectious. Like you have such a great energy to you and an aura that it's super cool. Like when you're
Oh,
talking to
thank you so
somebody,
much.
you feel that energy, sort of, it's like a symbiotic thing. Like back and forth, we're giving each other
Yes.
positivity and good vibes.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I want to ask you in the way of alpha stim and sound therapy.
Yes.
Can you break that down, demystify it for us, please?
Well, Alpha Stem, so this device, they're using this device, is FDA approved, and they're using this device to treat military members with PTSD.
Mm,
So a lot of times when people have a lot of anxiety and they have a lot of stress and they have, you know, things going on in their life where they're thinking a lot. And sometimes you just need to get away. Sometimes it's just by yourself. And I really want to find a way to incorporate. Sometimes I can't stay overnight, but maybe I called in well to work and I just need 4 hours just by myself to meditate,
right.
to look at this beautiful mountain. And so basically it's this is the conducting solution. And what it does is it helps your brain reach alpha state. And I don't want to sound too sciencey, but basically when you're thinking a lot, you're in beta state, and you know, and
Aren't we?
you
Aren't
really
we
want
all?
to you just want to calm down and get to your zen moment, right? And so this is a way to help people that may not have meditated, don't understand meditation, but they can just kind of be quiet and sit there quietly and listen to music and enjoy the aromatherapy. So I'll have aromatherapy, and it's happiness aromatherapy and breathe easy. So when you
So,
have the aromatherapy, so you're relaxed, beautiful music. And then sometimes I even have this like a wind chime, and you can just
Sure.
hear people just playing with it back and forth, and I just love it. And in my
Yeah.
actual home, I have a 3 foot by 3 foot gong. So when you come and visit me, you're gonna have to hit the gong.
Oh,
And you just put all that energy out there. Like
yeah, it's
here we
great.
go. We have, look at this one. These are singing bowls, right? And usually you would have one. You would only have one and you do that. But I was at Bliss Crystals, and I put them together. Can I hit them for you? Just so you
Sure,
have a
sure,
little bit here.
sure,
This is more like treble.
do it.
And then if you like deeper bass, here you go right here. And you just put it all over and just let the sound permeate your body.
Like the waves, just the ripples.
It
Yeah,
feels
ripples.
so great because our
It feels
bodies are
good.
made of water, right? So our bodies are made of everything, but we mostly water. And when you have sound going through, and you're basically tuning the instrument. And so look at sound therapy healing and different diseases, and Google those things, and do
Okay.
your own research, right? And then this right here,
Or just come to
come to
Tata
Tata
Darling.
Darling. You could do that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And this right here is a grounding mat. And the
Okay.
grounding mat, so for people that are familiar with grounding, when you
Hmm.
step onto the grass with no shoes on, that's barefoot, by the way, and you step on there, you're loading your body with electrons. When your
Sure.
dogs go out and play in the yard and they jump in your lap, they're giving you electrons. They're donating those to you. Sometimes people
Fantastic.
can't get outside. Maybe it's cold outside. Maybe it's snowing. It's not southern. So this is a grounding mat, and it plugs into the wall in your outlet, just like that.
Beautiful.
And it
Just don't have
basically,
just don't
it's a
have
huge,
feet wet feet, right? It's very important not to have.
yeah, right. And some people are allergic to grass too. So say if you were doing yoga or something, and they do have the grounding mats you could just put on the grass and things like that.
Fantastic.
But this
Yeah.
is great. And and also we do have a far infrared sauna that I haven't offered up yet because we want to make the space more elegant. And so it'll be like you'd have gym access. We have a batting cage. We also have the infrared sauna, but I want to make sure it's plush and posh before I invite my guests there. But that infrared sauna
I like
is
how
to
you get.
come. Yeah.
I'm interested. Like I hear you saying, you want it. It's luxury with emotional healing and a
Yes.
spiritual
High
comfort.
vibrations. We
Love
have
it.
to be in a space. What I learned, I watched this documentary called The Secret, I don't know, 100 times until I understood that we attract what we are. So if you're a positive person, you're going to attract positive people. If you're using positive words and calling people king, like I call you king and queen,
Thank
we're
you.
going to attract royalty into our lives. So I really am in a space where I want to share the light. And I'm
Yes.
not saying everything is perfect all the time. What I'm saying is when I get up in the morning before my feet hit the ground, I say, thank you, God, for an awesome day. And whether I'm stuck in traffic or someone cuts me off, I said, it's still awesome because I just declared it. Right?
Wow. It sounds to me. It sounds like you're really in tune and you channel positivity all the way around, Cheri. And this kind of thing is super soothing. People need to
Yes.
smell the coffee. You're smelling the roses, the coffee quite
Yes.
clearly. And
Yes.
and you're offering this aromatherapy and this haven. That's fantastic. So I take it you live. You keep in touch with a pool, as it were, of military wives. Do you? Is that how
Oh,
it is?
yes. Yes, absolutely. And I'm always opening up my circle to everyone that is in the same vibration. I love people. I love meeting people. I've never met a stranger. And I'm just excited to share this with others. And I remember I said, God, if you let us get this house, I promise to tell people how we got it. And I just believed that we could get it. I started pretending that I lived here. And, I'm like, well, let me go look in the refrigerator. And then you attract these people in your life that help you get where you want to go. And the beautiful thing about the space, it sleeps 4 people, and it's a queen bed, and there's 2 twin beds, so it's really great for families or friends that like each other. And then in the back you have your own backyard area that's fenced in where you can barbecue, you can have s'mores under the stars,
Wow.
and then you can hit the casinos.
Yes, that's very important. especially if you want to buy more than one property.
Right.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It sounds like a wonderland to me. It sounds like
Yes.
like Disneyland for adults.
It definitely is. Because what it is when people come in, they'll say something like, "Wow, I love the interior." Well, this is my home. When I come to places and I say, "Well, this is a place where I want people to feel like it's their home." Well, I want to see colors. I want the chakras
Yes.
represented. I want to see purple and blue and green. I want to see yellow somewhere. And so when you come in, it's a very colorful space. It's very inviting. And I always, lift the people up that come and just, pray that they have the experience that they need because they invested their time and money and energy to come to this space. And I want them to leave with an impression that's unforgettable.
Let's talk about, okay, so we talked about, is this also like an Airbnb? Like, can we stay longer than a day?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And
That's
that's
very important.
you can go to Tata Darling, or you can Google Tata Darling Airbnb, and that'll be right there. And that's what it kind of started as when I invited people to my home. One lady, her name is Nicole, and she said, Cheri, when I told her, she saw my sauna, she saw red light therapy and leg compression therapy, and she says, "Do you heal people here?" And it was just like, I never thought about that.
You're like, wow, this
I
is
guess I
fantastic.
could, because even in that space, I did a wellness in the winery event at Fazeli's Winery. It was on 12/12 at 12 p.m. I just like the way it sounded. And
12,
I
12.
talk about coffee
Angel
enemas.
numbers.
Coffee enemas and carbon C60, things that we can do to kind of help ourselves. Now, I'm
Sure.
not a doctor. I'm just a person that decided that I realized the power that my body has.
That's right.
So I decided that if I put really good nutrients in my body and eat as organically as possible and eliminate some of the naughty things, and then when you do these coffee enemas, you get clean out the liver and things like that, then people need to understand that if we keep our body clean and loaded with nutrients, we can look fabulous all the time.
There was a time when, as a kid, I had a few of those animals. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
way you couldn't go to the bathroom, and
yes, yes,
mom would do that as a way to clean us out and flush us
yes.
out. And it would work
Well,
wonders.
it's
Coffee.
important. It's
Yeah.
important, and people don't talk about it because they think it's a naughty subject, but not being able to eliminate properly is a naughty thing as well. And so when you talk about coffee enemas, you're taking your coffee upside down, for those that don't know. And at that point, the palmic acid
Yeah.
stimulates the liver to open up. So it goes up the
Right.
portal vein, opens up the liver, and all of the MSG type things that we consume, and all the colorful fruit and
Yeah.
candies, we can get those things out of our body. So it's a lot of times, if a person has some type of skin condition, it is a reflection of liver health. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I would believe that if
You're
you
dead
dump
on it,
out
man.
if you clean your filter, then maybe the rest of your body is going to work better too, because the liver is responsible for 500 functions of the body, to include hormone balancing. So, I mean, it's 15 minutes out of your life and maybe a $50 investment to get everything together. And why not?
Yeah,
If
we
nothing
must
else,
invest.
your stomach
Yeah.
may get flatter, guys. I mean, that's just a
If you're
byproduct.
into that kind of stuff, right? So you read, I'm hearing you out, and you're reading a lot of positivity and intention and stuff. And I got to tell you, Cheri, you ought to do some. I don't know if you've done any public speaking, because you have what it takes to go out there and empower women and men alike. I got to
I
say.
love it. I
So
love it.
you need
And
to. That's
I
your next
appreciate
thing.
you putting that out there for
Mm-hmm.
me, because I actually have done some public speaking. I was a
Sounds
corporate
like you.
trainer for one of
Oh.
America's most reliable networks. And
Nice.
and
Interesting.
don't say it, but
Okay.
and then also I was a command ombudsman for one of the largest naval bases in the world. So in that space, I can relate to military families. I understand that you haven't been here for 6 months and now you want to come and tell me what to do. I understand that. So just being in a space where I can say, hey, maybe we look at getting the sailor of the quarter, or, you know, getting someone who maybe has never been to a winery. And
Yeah.
people think, oh my gosh, the winery, it's so expensive. Oh boy. And here's the thing. I've spent $20 at a winery. I can tell you I've spent more than that on some burger places.
Yeah.
And so, you
McDonald's
know,
nowadays,
get your
32.
cute dress on and take yourself and your loved one to the winery and enjoy.
Yes.
There's some fantastic wineries. Wilson's Creek has a huge picnic area, and they're, I don't know, 7 minutes from here. So, so just being in a
Everything.
space where just let people know, hey, it's wine country, and it's not like it's not obtainable. Even if you just came and got a glass of wine, you know, or just
It's otherworldly. You
fruit
have
juice or whatever it is you
beautiful.
drink.
Yeah.
Take some pictures of those grapevines and look at the order. God likes things in order, right? And when I
Amen.
pass those grapevines, and it's just so beautiful in order, and they're all blooming, or they're all, ripening at the same, it's just very metaphoric, very spiritual.
Yeah.
And so I did an amazing video with Altissima Winery, and we started off with All I Do Is Win. And then we
Love
go
it.
into California Girls, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You
just having fun with it, and just
spectacular.
demonstrating. I put those collaborations together. So you're All You Do Is Win. You're celebrating at the winery, and then you can see the entire Airbnb right at the end of that video. So
Yeah.
it gives you a good idea of what you can expect and experience at Tata Darling.
I I love it. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's like it's otherworldly. In my opinion, it's stuff
Oh,
that's not that it's like things that you normally, I mean, when you think about a spa per se,
yes.
it's a different experience. Here you're getting the wine, you're getting the adventure, you're getting the outdoor adventure, if you
Yeah.
will. You're getting the right kind of food for your body.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ambiance is one of a kind. You're out there, you're one with
Yeah.
nature, you center
Yeah.
yourself, chakras, whatever you want to call it.
I love
It's
it.
fabulous.
Yes.
I
It's about balance. It's about
You're like, so
balance. And
when are
even
you and your wife gonna book a stay here?
yes,
We
well,
can
you
talk
know what?
about
You're
this for sure.
always welcome. You're always
Absolutely.
welcome. You just let
Thank
me
you.
know when, and I'm gonna literally roll out the red carpet. Like literally, I have a
Oh,
red
thank you.
carpet. I will roll that red carpet out for you.
What a
And if
blessing.
4 people
Let's do it
can
sometime
stay
for
here,
sure.
bring
Okay.
some friends.
I'm all about that. I think that's the important thing to de-stress. The world is a stressor right now with everything going on in the climate or political climate and everything that's happening abroad and all the overstimulation, people
Yes.
swiping,
Turn it
all that.
off.
Turn it
Turn it
off.
off just for
So
a
wait,
moment.
that begs the question. Do people go and one of the things is, all right, like you leave a cell phone station? That's all you need. Little cell phone station. Good idea,
Um,
right?
say that one part
So
again.
disconnect from the world entirely by being
Yes.
there.
Oh my
And we can have
gosh.
like a cell phone station,
Yeah, we're
perhaps.
just
We can
lock
get
it in
kids
here
there.
till you get finished. Yeah,
Right.
I would not try that with people, but yeah, if they were wanting to do that, I can give them a little lock box where they can
Yeah.
say, put this key away for me. Because
Right.
sometimes, when you're trying to pamper yourself, I had one guest, her goal was to pamper. I told her, I said, your goal today is to pamper yourself. Don't think about any businesses or anything personal. Just enjoy every moment that you can. And when
Beautiful.
she left here, she said, I feel renewed. Feel
Wow.
restored. And she just knocked an awesome deal out of the park. So, when you're having a moment where you're saying, hey, I have a big event, we have a lot of people that come here who are participating in a lot of sports. So we had, matter of fact, we have a couple boxing people coming. We just had some softball, some softball people come through, and then of course we have people from the industry come because it's a very secluded space in
Right.
terms of you don't have to worry about anything.
Paparazzi and all that
Just
nonsense.
yeah, none of that.
You're like,
So
oh my God, I know you.
we just keep it really exclusive for those
Okay.
people that want to experience something um, different and healthier and and feel the love, because I really want, I pray before the people come and just want them to feel a great experience. And I just want to let them know I'm here, whatever needs they need. Some people maybe don't understand how to unlock the lockbox. I'm with you. I'm going to make sure you understand and you're comfortable. And,
Yeah,
I
that's a
like
good
the,
place to
like I,
go ahead. Keep
yeah.
going. Go
Well,
ahead.
we're just, we're growing, and I'm open to suggestions. And if I have feedback or whatever the feedback is,
I
I'm
gave you the
open to it.
feedback. No cell phones. Leave them in
Okay.
the little lockbox.
Well, I'll tell him you said so.
Yeah, just tell Jim Francis said so. No, you know what?
Absolutely.
I think what you have is unbelievable. I think it's great to escape our daily stressors, our daily,
Yes.
mundane things that happen, the mundane day to day, and unplug is highly important. And so, especially for someone like me, I have ADHD, so I like to quiet my mind. And
Yes.
it would be great to perhaps go there and take my lovely wife and on a
Yes.
beautiful
Well, the
date.
Alpha STEM would be great for you. Like,
Yeah.
it would be fantastic for you. And then maybe just sitting on, having your feet on the grounding mat, enjoying your Alpha
Mhm.
STEM. No television, just sit there quietly and
Yeah.
enjoy the moment.
Yes.
And the fact that you can look at this beautiful, beautiful view is so peaceful and serene. I call it Serenity Mountain.
Serenity Mountain. It's like a lazy river, right? But it's a
Yes,
you know
absolutely. And if
river
you really
of
want to get more
rocks.
serene, you can go not even 10, 15 minutes away.
The
I think
lake,
I don't know, it's like $6 or $7 to get in there. And you
lake,
go
right?
in there, you can spend the entire day in front of a lake.
Beautiful. I
Take the
think
sound
that's
bowl with you and play
it's a
the
great
sound bowls at
package
the
deal. I
lake.
think it's fantastic. I'm sold on it.
I
It's what I
love
need.
it.
Yeah, it's so great.
Well, I can't wait till you come. I cannot wait till you
Me
come. We
too.
actually just had a huge promotion yesterday on 7/5 at 5:55. I gave away a stay at Tata Darling, and they're going to
What?
get the works. And I also gave away a tea party where they have light hors d'oeuvres where they can experience the space, and of
Oh,
course a photo shoot for each of the people.
yeah.
And someone's going to get a photo shoot. Yeah.
Let's touch on real quick. We got 4 minutes. Let's touch
Okay.
on. Give me your social media handles for the folks that are viewership that will be watching this. What are your?
Absolutely.
I have them up, but I
Absolutely.
also want you to give them to them.
Absolutely. So you can reach me at Cheri D Photography. That's CHERIDS for Darling Photography. That's my Instagram handle. Or if you're ready to book and have a fabulous experience at Tata Darling, you can go to Tata Darling on my Instagram. It's just like it sounds, TATA Darling.
That's fantastic. Now, how did you get into photography per se? As you just one day picked up a camera, and I mean, let's face it, we're all photographers nowadays.
Right.
You all
And
have cell phones,
I
taking
love
pictures,
it.
selfies.
Everyone's a
Yeah,
photographer. Everyone
right.
has a gift.
Mhm,
And I love the fact that everyone is exploring their artistic talents in that way.
mhm.
Now, the way that I was introduced to photography, I had an amazing, and I'm so glad to tell the story, had an amazing teacher in 6th or 7th grade. His name was Mr. Klinkenberg. Hi, Mr. Klinkenberg. And
Blankenberg.
every time he would say something about photography, like he would say, and then you can zoom like this, and his mouth would go open. And I'm like, and I just from 7th grade, I've always taken pictures. And then when we lived in Hawaii, it was such a treacherous duty in Hawaii, but someone has to do it. And we were there in Hawaii for such a long time, and I was a wedding photographer's
Right,
assistant. And when I was there, I couldn't believe I got paid to do something I loved.
right.
And I would get the most intimate moments. He was a great photographer, so he would pose them, and they would be all proper and prim and proper. And then when they would leave the set, I would get the picture where she's looking at him, where she stuck her tongue out at him, and I would get that picture. And so those are the pictures they wanted to blow up to their biggest, sizes. So I've been doing photography for a long time, and then all of my children are athletes, and they've all gotten scholarships for sports. And so I had to switch from photography to videography to capture those moments. And then they start having, the high school start having their own. And so then it let me switch back to photography. But I just shot a fantastic event. It was Modern Day Wife. It was in Beverly Hills. It was an all white event. And I had this huge floppy hat on. You would love it.
Nice. Yeah.
And I just met some amazing people. Her name is Princess DNA. I met a young lady named is Katiana. Fantastic models. I made some great collaborations with people. Vicki Brown was very responsible for allowing me to bring so many amazing women to this event. And I'm just so grateful and thankful to her. And of course, Juan Prince for allowing this interview to happen. So thank you to all of those amazing people. And I can't forget my husband who, sometimes I can be a little insistent, and you can tell by how pristine Tata Darling is. And he's with website cleanup crew, and he's the one that makes sure I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see dust. I just want it to be perfect. And so I want to thank him for being able to take that on the shoulder or on the chin sometimes.
Yes, we don't get enough credit as husbands. That's true.
Yes.
So, well, that's our time today. God,
wonderful. I love talking to you, and I got to get you your shirt. And when you come, I'm going to spoil you. You're going to just be overwhelmed.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Cheri Darling, Tata Darling, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Cheri Darling. You're fantastic in more ways than one. You're a blessing to us. You're a treat to us. You're a gift from God to the world. May the Lord continue to bless you immensely. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
So good. And that's our show, guys. Almost Famous Radio Podcast. Cheri Darling. Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
You bet. Take care. Talk to you soon.
Ta-ta.